Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Hope everyone is having a terrific Tuesday morning. The Talk of the Town with City Manager Andrew Bowser is proudly sponsored by Clancy's, Shelby County's oldest fast food restaurant. Nothing fancy, just fantastic food. In the studio with me, I have City Manager Andrew Bowser. Good morning, sir. How are you?
I am well, Tracy. Good morning, and how are you?
I'm good. Look, you brought the sunshine.
I know. 60-degree weather in February. Who would have thunk it?
I know, and it's a really nice day to take a walk downtown and see all the changes and things that are coming up.
Lots of changes. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really great. Anytime that you can walk in February outside and not be bitter cold, I mean, it's a great day.
I know. I just walked from my car to the gym, and I was like, I don't need my sweatshirt. So I was happy. That's all I did yesterday.
Right. Well, hey, I wanted to talk through a couple of different things. So wanted to make an announcement that the City of Sydney was actually awarded $460,000 through the Rural Transit Program and $4,160 through the Ohio Transit Partnership Program. These are programs that we apply for every year. We awarded those for the Sydney-Shelby County Transit. And so congrats to those individuals. I know that will go a long way with continuing to provide transportation here in the city and the county. Also, monthly winter yard waste collection for March will begin March 11th. That's Monday, March 11th. Weekly pickup of yard waste will resume on May 1st, 2024. The Sydney-Shelby County Health Department will provide solid waste trucks and containers for use by county residents to dispose of solid waste on April 13th from 8 a.m. to noon. The drop-off locations this year is the inn between the Botkins and the Houston Community Center. A lot of that is in reflection to the April 8th, 2024, the solar eclipse. Obviously, we're planning a lot for that. The Republic Services has announced that they will sort of kick back sort of their collections for that week, almost treating it as if it's another holiday. So just be on the lookout for that those times are going to be certainly delayed. But we don't want those trucks out and about with so much other traffic. New estimates and numbers, I mean, our county could go anywhere between, 150 to 200,000 people. Mm-hmm. I mean, that is an incredible increase. So please, please, please plan ahead. Know a route. Understand that even after all the events and everything we're trying to do to have a slow release, that is not going to stop these visitors from coming into the county and trying to leave immediately following the solar eclipse, which is going to create chaos and all kinds of things. Mm-hmm. Understand that our staff is going to be certainly limited on what our ability is, and all of our safety services will be brought in off of overtime. Every single police officer and firefighter that we have here in the city will be called in to help hopefully mitigate some of these issues and concerns. We're planning as best as we possibly can, and we're hoping for a zero incident day, but we plan for the worst and hope for the best. Mm-hmm. Wanted to also say that the demolition of the former Wagner manufacturing facility is now considered substantially complete. If you drive past it on Fair Road, you can see that the majority of all of the building is actually down, and what is left is really just kind of the rubble that's out there hanging around. So once they get the rest of that cleaned up, we will actually have a site that we can start to test and understand the qualities inside of the soil, to better mitigate any brownfield issues later on down the road and really kind of clean up that site. So it's pretty exciting to get to see that.
I'll have to drive by.
Yeah,
I haven't been by there in a while.
Definitely do that. And once we get the fence down, we get the rubble cleaned up, we're able to plant some grass and really kind of take some samples of the soil and things like that. The views of downtown are just incredible from that space.
Yeah, I can't wait to go by there because I've never not known it to be there. I mean, I lived in Sydney after I was 4 years old, so that's always just been there.
Yeah,
and that's what you can see when it's gone. So I just want to drive by. Yeah, cool. Finally, I know that was a long process and in the making, so that took a while. So that's good. That's good that it's at this point.
And of course, it's bittersweet. I mean, certainly for the Wagner family, as well as so many others that had such a tied history to it and things. And we try to preserve things as best we possibly can, like the Ohio building downtown. But sometimes things have gone too far and too much deferred maintenance has happened. And the remainder of what we have to do is we have to, we have to take it away. And it's unfortunate, but I think it will eventually breathe new life to a new development there, or a park space or what have you. The jury's still out on what's going to happen to the site thereafter it's all cleaned up. But I know it's been an eyesore for a long, long time for the community and been a bit of a black eye. And so now to get that kind of cleaned up, I think we can kind of, heal from there. So
yeah, and that's great.
Yeah. Those are a lot of the things that we wanted to talk about. Did want to say that from the winter of 2020 to 2021, we actually used a little over 1,500 tons of salt. This year, because of the warm weather, we've actually been able to save a lot of that, and we actually only used 839 tons of salt. So kudos to the street department. When we did need them, they were there. They consistently are out there filling potholes and doing the Lord's work, and we appreciate everything that they do all day long, all year long. Especially during the wintertime. But it was great to know that we were able to save some money on salt and we didn't have to go out there. So kudos to the warm temperatures.
It has been kind of one of those winters. I mean, it's still cold, but at least we haven't had that much snow. Saturday's snow kind of surprised me a little bit.
Right? Just woke up and then all of a sudden, boom, snow.
Yeah. And I had to work at the sheriff's department and they were out and about, getting the roads clear. And I was right behind one. And I would remember what Brian Green said, don't follow too close. I listened. Brian doesn't think anybody listens to him. I did. But yeah, so they were out and about. It was almost 7 o'clock in the morning, so made it there safe.
Nice.
So yeah, and also, see, I get little things from the city, and there's another lane closure northbound Walnut Avenue between Court Street and South Street.
Yes.
So there you go, little traffic update. I love getting those. Thank you.
Yeah, they had a little pothole, and I think the gas company was fixing some stuff, and they put some coal patch out there, and it was a little bit of a bumpy sort of road, and so our team's out there kind of smoothing some of that out. So.
That's right, smoothing things out. I love that. Thank you so much. That was the Talk of the Town with City Manager Andrew Bowser, proudly sponsored by Clancy's, Shelby County's oldest fast food restaurant. Nothing fancy, just fantastic food. Well, I hope you have a good rest of your day and a good week, and we'll check in with you next week.
Thanks, Tracy.
All right, coming up next, I got Natalie Merchant and Deep Blue Something. It's Hits 105.5.